Hey there. Long time no see. I know it's been a while, but I wouldn't reach out unless I had a solid lead on fixing this Basilisk droid. No, but that's not unusual. We aren't exactly close. But I have heard rumblings. A lot of unrest among the clans that are left. My cousin doesn't seem interested in addressing it. I bet that isn't the answer you were hoping to hear. Glad you think so. I imagine you'll be excited to hear what I've found. I don't want to say any more over Hollow. Meet me on Ruhnuk, and I'll give you the details. Good, he made it. I've been working non-stop trying to get this Basilisk droid functioning again, but I haven't had much luck. I'm even looking at busted droids for compatible parts. There's so few records of how these things work, let alone how to repair them. I've got one last lead that I haven't tried, but it's something I could use your help with. I knew I could count on you. I scoured the HoloNet and I couldn't find anything on Basilisk droid construction, but I found someone who might know. There's this guy who calls himself the Curator. He buys the rarest defunct droids all over the galaxy for ridiculous amounts of credits. We're talking, I don't even want to know what he did to earn this kind of credits. I know it's just a hunch, but I bet this guy knows something about Basilisk droids. He might even have one. I can't go broadcasting that I have an intact Basilisk droid. Who knows who would be listening? This has to be in person. The problem with this guy is he's a total recluse. He uses proxies at auctions and private courier companies to deliver his purchases. But with a little patience, I finally managed to slice into the shipping manifest that includes one of his latest purchases, the Eye of G0T0. Here's the plan. I know where the Eye is going and when it's going to get there. You dress as the courier and deliver a fake Eye of G0T0 before the real courier gets there. If he thinks you're from the courier company, you should be able to talk to him directly. Try and find out what he knows about Basilisk droids. We don't, but as long as we're thinking about all the details, try to keep him from realizing until you get your foot in the door. I'm pretty sure I can build a convincing replica of the Goto Eye. I just need the right components. I pulled a few favors and got a courier uniform lined up. A fake authentication certificate, too. You bring me the pieces, and I'll help you put together your disguise. Of course I'm excited. This is the best lead I've had in weeks. Come find me when you've collected the parts for everything. We're so close, I can feel it.
Aragunu paratuk. Couvrons-nous l'horizon gal ruvel azon ou jedet urumuta.
Ukini maklum kini ato pompa poshuda. Nakmanoya chuski nawi kuchusu yamata chutoya. Se gruma daya yaliska chinagua. Chu bala wawuni kupa don tiktak menki chusa. Se gruma daya yaliska chinagua. Tuni rana no prata tonko? Kipuno kuchu. Ina chokasa kuyamaya.
You made it back. I was starting to worry. Our window of opportunity is closing fast. I know, I just really need this to go perfectly. Let's see that droid sensor. Finished. It's not my best work, but I think it'll do the job. Are you ready? You remember the plan? Remember, this is our best shot at finding out how to repair one of the rarest droids in the galaxy. No pressure, but don't waste this chance.
Oh, it's wonderful to see couriers who take shipment time seriously, especially with valuable items such as this. What was the name of your courier service again? No, that's not right. No, I distinctly remember. Oh, it's wonderful to see couriers who take shipment time seriously, especially with valuable items such as this. What was the name of your courier service again? Excellent. Yes, you'll be receiving a stellar review once I examine the merchandise. Hand over the eye. I must inspect it for damages. Ah, yes. Excellent. Wait. The eye of G0T0 doesn't have 3 compressor valves. It only has 2. This is a forgery! Imposter! Droids! Restrain this charlatan! Wait, please! No more! These droids are my life! I'll give you anything to stop! Basilisk droids? Of course! Magnificent war droids, ridden into battle by the Mandalorian Crusaders. I've never seen one in person. They are extremely rare. One would be quite a find, worthy of my collection, but I've never seen one for sale. Why are you interested in Basilisk droids? You've picked a very obscure hobby, but I'm not one to judge. You're in luck. I have one of the most complete collections of droid schematics in the known galaxy. This is embarrassing. I am one of the galaxy's leading droid experts. I have carefully curated records from all corners of the galaxy. But I seem to have no records for Basilisk droids. I'll have you know there is no one in this galaxy who knows more about droids than I. In fact, I think I know the one place you could procure information about Basilisk droids. There is another legendary droid, the HK-24 unit. It was infamous for taking down hundreds of Basilisk droids. I've longed to add one to my collection, but regrettably most were destroyed. They were deemed too dangerous for civilians. If you can find one, its memory core would be guaranteed to have the information you're looking for. My informants tell me one of the last known HK-24 units is secured away in a high-security cell on Belsavis. You are clearly a force to be reckoned with, and with my connections, we can pull this off together. If I provide you with a borrowed security clearance, you can clear the defenses leading to the HK unit's cell, where the droid's memory core will be ripe for the taking. You can plug that memory core into any droid chassis, and it should give you the information you need. All I ask in return is that you leave the chassis of the HK droid behind. I employ a service that will retrieve it from my collection. I sincerely doubt the droid is functional anymore. It'll be like removing a hollow disk from a terminal. I'll transmit the security clearances once you land on Belsavis. I'm looking forward to finally adding an HK unit to my prestigious collection. If it's all the same to you, I'll stay here until you leave. Please be careful on your way out.
I was getting antsy. Did you talk to the curator? Did he know anything about the Basilisk droids? An HK-24? Are you serious? You want to talk rare. HK-24 units are practically non-existent nowadays. The HK-24 units killed a lot of my people during the Mandalorian Wars, and they destroyed a lot of our droids. I guess it makes sense that they'd have schematics for their targets. This thing could have a detailed record of how our little friend works. It might take some convincing, but the information it contains is worth the risk. It's gotta be in a high-security prison for a reason, so letting it out is gonna be dangerous. But we don't have much of a choice, so I'll do what I can to help you from here. Once you reach the security terminal in the prison, contact me. I'll do what I can to make sure you don't get stuck in there yourself. I'm patched in. I'm not seeing the HK droid in the cell the curator marked. Maybe, but I don't know why it would have been. For now, let's assume the HK unit is still somewhere in the high security ward. We just need to pinpoint where. There's an old monitoring station nearby. That should have records on prison transfers in and out of the unit. Once you slice into the station, I should be able to find out where they moved the HK unit. Here's hoping it's still in one piece. I'm in. I'm seeing a lot of movement in the high security section from the riots. Prisoner transfers, retransfers. Check. All the droid records are using an old serialized system. I have no data to tell me which is which. I need you to acquire some serial keys from the forces nearby. I just need a few to be able to patch the data together.
Jikuyusa ulatuva. Jihalukta chabad I gavsta undale. Lucha e tuta mishka. Kusnumami bunawa twipi.
Were you able to find the HK unit? Was it intact? Excellent! Now let's see that memory core. This is incredible! An actual intact HK-24 memory core. It's a shame we couldn't get the whole droid. I can't power up the memory core on its own. Maybe I could plug it into this old astromech. Just give me a minute. This shouldn't take long. Worst case scenario, it's full of old tactical data. Best case, we find layout schematics, engineering blueprints, or...
Exclamation! What is happening? Where am I? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Hey, take it easy, buddy.
Assessment. Weapons malfunction. Movement malfunction. Conclusion. Irreparable damage inflicted. Warning. Self-destruct protocol commencing in 3, 2, 1. Hypothesis. Self-destruct capabilities appear to be offline. Directive. Destroy Basilisk Droids.
Oh, no, you don't! Well, one step forward, 2 steps back, huh? Still, I'd like it to not try and destroy the thing I'm trying to save. I'm not sure what I can adjust to make it not freak out like that. And I don't want to risk damaging the memory core. Maybe the curator could help us find a way to... calm it down, somehow? And honestly, he owes us. Take the droid to the curator, see what he can do with it. I'll work on a containment procedure here, just in case.
Oh, hello again. I can't thank you enough for helping me obtain this excellent addition to my gallery. It really adds an air of... Wait, what is that? Is that the droid you chose for the HK's memory core? I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to put it in an astromech, honestly! Oh, it's highly unconventional, but I think I could put together a restraining bolt for this, combination. Then it should comply to your requests. If you wouldn't mind, I'll need a few materials from my secure storage units. You'll find them buried outside. In the meantime, I'll need to reinstall the HK memory core into its original chassis to make some modifications. It's the only way to successfully access its heuristic processor. Should be a fairly simple process. It's the only way to ensure they're not found if my rivals ever manage to locate this place. The most dangerous components cannot be trusted in the hands of thieves. Now hurry! The sooner you collect those parts for me, the sooner you can remove your droid abomination from this hallowed gallery. Please, help! I don't know what happened. It just powered itself on!
Request. Remove yourself from the secure location so that I may complete my mission.
It's trying to kill me! Oh, thank the stars! The chassis is still mostly intact. Nothing a servo driver can't fix. It was hardly my fault! The HK schematics failed to mention the reserve power supply. I blame the manufacturer for this oversight. But seeing as you saved my life, and the HK chassis is still in relatively good condition, I can whip up that restraining bolt for you. The first step, of course, will be removing this memory core as soon as possible. And there. That should do it. Very unconventional, but it's the best work I could do under the circumstances. I would appreciate you not turning it on until you leave the premises. This murderous memory core seems to not like me very much. You have given me quite a bit of excitement and a crown jewel to my collection. I do value my privacy, however. If you keep my secret, I'll keep yours. A Basilisk Droid is quite valuable. I hope you know what you're doing. It would be a shame to lose such a prize to careless hands. Now, if you don't mind, I have my restoration work cut out for me.
So, how'd it go?
Greetings. I am HK-24, happy to serve indignation. I will not resign myself to correction. I will assist in the repair, destruction of Basilisk Droids. Analysis. Basilisk Droid parts require objection. Revealing classified files is forbidden. Procurement. And synthesis. Assessment. Processing.
Well, at least it's not trying to murder us anymore. It'll take time, but I think we can get some useful information out of this droid. Oh, and something else I wasn't expecting. The curator contacted me directly. He wants to sponsor the repairs of Basilisk Droid. I just hope he can keep this quiet. I bet he'll think twice before breaking a deal with you. Thank you again for all your help. You've already done so much for the Basilisk Droids. And for me. It's a long road ahead, but it'll be worth it in the end. I promise.